Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset. As we continue right here in Rutherford County, going to stay in 6A. And I'm going to talk to my good friend of the Blackman Blaze, head coach Kid Hartsfield. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Doing good, Stuart. Just watching a little JV action here, but good to talk to you.
How's it going with the JV team?
It's going well. It's going well. We got a good night of football for the JV guys against Rockville, so had a little makeup game, but glad we was able to get it in.
What's the score?
35-0.
Who's winning?
Blackman.
Oh, okay. Well,
I wouldn't have been able to answer if we lose.
I put you on the spot there, didn't I, Coach? I mean, all right, let's move into the show.
Yes or no questions.
Yes or no questions. All right. Came away with a win last Friday night. You played Coffee County. Talk a little bit about that game, and that's you're 1-2, and that's one you needed.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's a region game, so you know it's a must-win game. It was good to be back at home, you know, after those first two, and really wanted to get off to a good start. You know, we elected to receive, wanted to put the pressure on the offense to get something going, and they had a 8 or 9 play drive, something like that, and took it down the field, and Drew Bean connected with Mark Cooper, and he made a great catch and run to go up 7-0 to get the momentum going. So we really got a fast start on offense, and I think we followed with an interception on defense by sophomore corner Elijah Pitts.
Well, and speaking of that, sounds to me like you got their motor running and got in a little bit of a gel. And talk about that. What did you like about it as you look at 2020 versus some of the other teams? And I'm hearing some names I've never heard before, but talk a little bit about that, as you're trying to get through this, trying to get these guys into position.
Yeah, and most of the time we have 4 or 5 scrimmages prepared, or 3 good scrimmages. Now we've played 3 games, so it honestly just feels like we're learning exactly what to do on both sides of the ball. If those are at the same time frame as preseason games or same amount of games to get ready. So it's been tough, but, we kind of feel like we're getting on the same page on both sides of the ball, executing. The offense went out and executed. I think Drew was 10 of 15 passing, 6 or 7 different receivers, and 3 backs. Had about 6 carries each for about 75 yards each. So, I felt like we did what we were supposed to do.
Well, do you feel like his timing from game 1 to game 3 was a lot better, and that he was finding his receivers when he wanted to find them?
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny you say that because in the first game of the year, obviously it was a great opponent in Alcoa.
Right.
But timing was off, and it really wasn't all on Drew. It's on offensive line and receivers, and it just felt like a spring scrimmage mistakes, basically. So, that's what you're looking for when you're a little bit more talented than the other team is, can we still go out and execute the system?
You catch Independence Friday night, and, they're 1-1, and they beat Centennial, and it looks like now Centennial's become the homecoming team, and I hate to say that, but it does look like that. And they lost to Summit, which Summit I remember when Kiesler started over there. Is that school right at about 6-7 years old, Coach? Would that be about right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not a new school anymore.
Right, but they did. They lost to Summit. They beat Centennial, and you catch Independence. Talk to me a little bit about the Eagles.
Yeah, so they jumped all over Summit in the beginning of the game. It was a heck of a game, and Summit will probably be in the state championship again in 5A. Really good-looking team. So that was a back-and-forth game, and Independence was right there the whole time. They actually were up 2 or 3 touchdowns in the game. So they're very talented. Coach Blade, always does a great job on offense. They're big, athletic team. They present a lot of challenges. they're known for their offense, even though they do have a good defense as well. So we got to play sound on defense, make them execute, and got to have some help from the offense keeping us off the field.
Friday night, did you come away okay as far as injuries and whatnot?
Yep. I think we're pretty healthy. We got banged up a little bit in the first game of the year, but I think we're pretty much back to normal.
Well, I hope you come away with a win Friday night. You need to get another one, so that'd help you. If you got that one, that puts you at 2-2 and head into week 5. Because is it hard to believe we're going to be at week 5, but it doesn't feel like week 5? I know that sounds weird, but normally, I don't know. It just I know we're getting there, but it doesn't seem like the season's as normal as it should be. I know it isn't, but. You know what I'm saying. Normally, normally, and I guess you're right. We just didn't have all those scrimmages and all that, look-see that we normally got. It was just, here's your jerseys, guys, and we got a game on Friday. But it sounds corny, but it was almost like we put together this whole thing in the parking lot and started playing, and this is where we are. We're in week 4, and it's hard. It's just hard to grab at times.
Yeah, it's you blink and it just flies by. It seemed like it was going to take forever to get here, and that we wasn't going to play, and now we're playing, and 2 weeks from the season being halfway over.
Coach, we can't thank you enough for always joining us. I'm looking forward to getting over to the Inferno. I do have a classic on Friday night. I am doing Riverdale and Smyrna at the reservation. So anyway, but we will get back around and we will catch a Blaze game with Stork Vision. But we'll talk to you. Let's see, next week. Yeah, we'll talk next week. It's the week after we won't talk. All right. Or maybe we won't talk next week. I'll send you a text. Don't worry about it. I may go play golf. I'm not for sure. I got to think about this. Anyway.
I don't blame you.
Well, I've got an opportunity. Wait. Yeah, I am playing golf. I'm playing golf next. There'll be no show, Coach. So I'll send a text out to everybody. There'll be no show. I got to go to Kentucky to play golf. But anyway, I need to get to another one. Be good, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
See you. Bye.